Hey everyone, welcome back to ML Works. In this video, we'll be getting started with BentoML for machine learning model deployment, and we'll understand why BentoML is preferred over other tools when it comes to model deployment. And also, as part of this tutorial, we'll be understanding how to deploy a HuggingFace model as a BentoML service. So to complete this task, first we have to set up the BentoML environment and then create a BentoML service followed by serving the model locally. So before we jump on to our implementation aspect, let us perform a summarization between BentoML and other tools. So when it comes to ease of use, BentoML is highly Pythonic, which means you can write the code which is similar to a Python program for model deployment. So when you use Flask or Fast API, you have to perform a lot of manual setup needs to be done. And when it comes to Kserve or Selden Core as well, there is a lot of learning curve that is required to implement a model deployment. And these tools, like especially BentoML, is specifically designed for ML specialization, while Flask and Fast API is not. It is preferred more for API development, and Kserve and Selden Core again are used for machine learning purpose. When it comes to batching, so there is built-in feature for BentoML, but for Fast API and Flask along with Docker, you have to manually set up the batching aspect. Batching is supported in Kserve and Selden Core. But when it comes to the deployment time, we can deploy a model in BentoML in minutes. When it comes to Flask or Fast API, it may take few hours to days. And when it comes to Kserve and Selden Core, it can take few days because it requires you to set up Kubernetes as well. So is BentoML dependent on Kubernetes? So it is not dependent on Kubernetes. Even Flask and Fast API is not dependent on Kubernetes. But Kserve or Selden Core, it is mandatory that you have some understanding of Kubernetes. With that, now let us jump on to our setup. So what we can do is, first we can create our virtual environment with the help of venv, and then you can switch to that virtual environment by activating the environment, and you can go ahead and install all these different packages that are required for building your BentoML service. So once the setup is done, then we can move ahead and create our first service, which I have written here, service.py. So here first what we do is, first we import BentoML, and here we use BentoML.importing to manage your package dependency when you try to perform model serving. So this is how you manage your package dependency. And once that is done, then you take your sample input, which will be used for performing inference. And then we create our first BentoML service class. So here you have this class called summarization, which is mapped to a decorator, which is BentoML service. And here we have our constructor function, which takes in our pipeline function from HuggingFace, and here we load a default model which is used for summarization. And then we create our first BentoML API by using this specific decorator, under which we have our function summarize. And this summarize function takes your sample input along with your keyword parameter text. So either if you don't have any sample input, you have to send your input manually, otherwise it will be showing this sample input. And then you will be sending that input to your pipeline, which is the summarization model, and get the response, which will be stored here. This is with respect to BentoML service, where we are using two decorators, which is .service and .api. So .service is nothing but your way of packaging your model inside BentoML, and API is where you have multiple APIs can be created inside a service where you can manage multiple models as well. This is with respect to service. Now let us jump on to our Python client. So once a model is deployed or served with the help of BentoML, it will be running on localhost 3000. So here what we do is we turn our whatever the service that is running into a client, and we send our request as mentioned here. So client.summarize, we send in our input text and get the response. Now let us go ahead and run this BentoML service. First, let me switch to the environment. So the agent env ben activate, and we have our virtual environment up and running. Now what we can do is we can just do BentoML serve, and what this will do is it will automatically pick service.py file and run it as a BentoML service. So let's wait for a few minutes and it will be running our BentoML service on localhost 3000. So loading the service from default location, which is service.py, and let me open the browser where I can view the Swagger UI for BentoML. So this may take a little bit of a time for loading, so let's wait. So we can see that the starting production HTTP Bento server from listening localhost, and here it is loading the service.py from default location, and no model was supplied. Defaulted to this is the default model that is getting used for text summarization, and using a pipeline without specifying a model name and revision is not recommended in the production setting. So it is now up and running. So let me go here now, and here we'll have our Swagger UI document for running our BentoML service or API. So you will notice here this is the document, and this is our API endpoint, which is summarize, and this is the default sample input that we used inside our BentoML service. So now let me try this out. Let's see if we get the response or not. So this is the input that we sent, which is the curl request, and this is the API endpoint /summarize, and this is the response that we got, a summarization of the text that we sent as the input. So this is working now. Now the idea is we can either send our request as mentioned here, otherwise we can use this Python client that we created here. So let me go here. Let me add another terminal here, close this thing, go to the environment again, then activate and Python client. This again gave us the response, which is much more quick than what we have seen earlier from the Swagger UI. So this is the summary of the sample input that we sent. So right now what we have done is we have just touched upon how to create a BentoML service, how to serve a model using BentoML, and we have some basic understanding of how it is compared against Flask API or Fast API. Now what we'll do is in the next video we'll be getting in depth with respect to BentoML, how we can set up BentoML along with other tools or MLOps tools and deploy a model. So with that I'll be concluding this video. Thank you for watching.